302 passengers who arrived on a flight from the United Kingdom yesterday afternoon are now in state quarantine for a minimum of 48 hours. According to the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the passengers will be sampled and will have to await their COVID-19 test results. Travelers who are negative for COVID-19 will be released to complete their mandatory 14-day quarantine, while those who are positive will be isolated until recovered. Family members of passengers with concerns may contact the Ministry of Health and Wellness at 888-1-LOVE. That is 888-663-5683. Again, the Ministry of Health and Wellness is advising that family members must strictly adhere to the infection prevention and control measures when picking up their relatives, as well as during the mandatory quarantine period. The travelers can be picked up by their relatives after the minimum 48-hour quarantine. The ministry is also advising that persons may still develop symptoms during the 14-day quarantine period and transmit the virus to others. Therefore, travelers must follow the check-in protocols and family members must observe the COVID-19 infection, prevention, and control measures. The Ministry of Health and Wellness says it will be working with the various airlines to support the repatriation of United Kingdom residents who are on the island and wish to return to the UK. Cargo flights from the UK are also exempted from this current travel ban. The ministry has been further advised that the 2 other flights expected to arrive in the country today have been cancelled. Jamaica recorded 2 more COVID-19 related deaths and 65 new cases of the virus yesterday. This brings the country's death toll to 288 and the number of confirmed cases to 12,354. According to the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the 2 deaths include a 53-year-old woman from Kingston and St. Andrew and a 95-year-old man from Westmoreland whose death was previously under investigation. Of the 65 new cases that were recorded, 16 of them are from Westmoreland, 10 from Manchester, 7 in St. James and St. Catherine, 6 in Hanover, 5 in Clarendon and Kingston and St. Andrew, 4 in Trelawney, 2 in St. Elizabeth and St. Mary, and 1 in St. Anne. The country also recorded 153 recoveries, bringing that total to 9,266. In other news, the police are seeking the public's assistance in locating 25-year-old Adrian Wallace, otherwise called County, a delivery man of Dunmere Close in St. Andrew, who has been missing since December 15. He's of dark complexion, stout build, and is about 5 feet 6 inches tall. Reports from the Constant Spring Police are that Wallace was last seen at home at about 8:30 a.m. wearing a yellow shirt, blue pants, and a pair of red slippers. All efforts to contact him have been unsuccessful since then. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Adrian Wallace is being asked to contact the Constant Spring Police at 876-924-1421, the police emergency 119 number, or the nearest police station. The public is being warned by the police's fraud squad about fraudulent activities involving point-of-sale POS machines. The police say in recent weeks there has been an increase in reports of business operators losing their point-of-sale machines to criminals. Business operators and customers are asked to be vigilant and to report any suspicious activity to the police. The police advises that business operators should not leave point-of-sale machines unattended. They are also being advised to not give POS machines to customers without paying attention and to verify that the machine belongs to their business before using it. For customers, the police advises that they should sign up with their financial institutions to get alerts on transactions check receipts after transactions to ensure the point-of-sale machine costs are correct, and always keep credit/debit card in their line of sight. The police are urging Jamaicans to report any fraudulent transactions to the fraud squad at 876-971-3346, police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. In other news, Commissioner of Police Major General Anthony Anderson today visited the Kingston East Division, which has seen an overall decrease in serious and violent crimes in recent months. Head of the division, Superintendent of Police Tommy Lee Chambers, who took command on October 7 this year, stated that her modus operandi is to engage as many residents and to occupy the spaces as much as possible to reduce incidents of violence plaguing communities in the division. According to Superintendent Chambers, quote, "The partnership between the police and the citizens have been essential in the overall decrease of violence in the division. We have been holding small meetings and walkthroughs of communities and revitalizing several agencies to include the Kingston East Police Youth Club, Neighborhood Watch, the Kingston East Consultative Civic Committee, among others," end quote. And speaking with the management team of Kingston East, Commissioner of Police Major General Anthony Anderson lauded the efforts by officers, pointing out to them that, quote, "Finding the balance between engagement and enforcement is important, and your team seems to have achieved that. The synergy has been yielding success, and the effects of the work being done is obvious," end quote. The Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPSA, is renewing its call for parents and guardians experiencing challenges caring for their children to seek help from the agency or other parenting support groups. The call is being made following a series of viral videos on social media of children being physically and verbally abused. The most recent involving a child being hit and cursed inappropriately by her alleged father. The agency says it was alerted of the incident on December 14, and as a result, a team of first responders from the agency visited the community in Runaway Way, St. Anne, where the child and her sibling, also seen in the video, reside. The agency says it conducted an assessment of the family situation and the necessary action was taken. They are closely being monitored by the agency to ensure their safety. Chief Executive Officer, CEO of the CPSA, Rosalie Gage Gray, said that the agency is cognizant of the many responsibilities and demands of parenting, especially in this current pandemic. She's, however, imploring parents and guardians to make appropriate arrangements for their children if they have to leave them because of work engagements or otherwise. She's encouraging citizens to report known or suspected cases of child abuse to 888-protect, that is 888-776-8328, WhatsApp text 876-878-2882, or report at childprotection.gov.jn. Scores of children across several communities in St. Anne benefited from the donation of care packages under the Youth Mentoring Ministry's Sharing the Love at Christmas initiative. The packages were presented to children living in Priory, St. Anne's Bay, and Bamboo, among other areas, during a special ceremony at the ministry's Mentoring Center located in Priory on Monday, December 21. Included in the packages were toys, non-perishable food, and personal care items that were contributed by local businesses and individuals during a collection drive. Speaking during the handover ceremony, Deputy Mayor of St. Anne's Bay, Councillor Dallas Dickinson, commended the work of the Youth Mentoring Ministry. He pointed to the need for more initiatives in the parish that, quote, "remember the less fortunate while steering youngsters in the right direction." The Tax Administration of Jamaica, TAJ, in collaboration with eGov Jamaica Limited, has developed the tax authority's first mobile application, TAJ Mobile, adding yet another convenient and secure payment option to its suite of online services. In a statement released earlier today, the TAJ says that its mobile app facilitates tax payments online anytime, anywhere at no additional cost and no data charge. The mobile application solution provides a 24/7 hassle-free way to conduct self-service transactions via the internet using an Android device without the need to visit a tax office. More than 100 users have reportedly already downloaded the first release of TAJ Mobile, which is only available in the Google Play Store at this time. Taxpayers may use it to conduct several transactions. Customers are being encouraged to take advantage of this and other online payment options instead of standing in line at a tax office. The TAJ says it remains committed to bringing value-added services to its clientele through mutually beneficial collaborations and with its public sector partners to realize a more tax-compliant Jamaica. Persons may obtain further information by contacting the TAJ Customer Care Center at 888-TAX-HELP, that is 888-829-4357, or by visiting the TAJ website at www.jamaicatax.gov.gm. And those are the stories making news. I am Tamara Michaela. We will now take a break and then join Christopher Scott with sports.